He's the first Avenger, the leader of the team, and the moral compass of the entire Marvel universe.
Avengers! Assemble.
We have seen him jump out of planes without a parachute, go toe to toe with Thanos, and lead the charge against the alien armies. But even if you have watched every single movie in the MCU, there is a very good chance you don't know the full story of Steve Rogers.
I am Steve Rogers.
The version of Captain America we see on the big screen is amazing, but the comic book version has decades of history that get even weirder and more impressive. From the secret science that makes his shield impossible to recreate, to the fact that his brain is actually his greatest superpower, Cap is a lot more complex than he looks. Today, we are breaking down 5 things you didn't know about Captain America with deep dive proof from the comics. Let's get into it. His shield isn't just vibranium. Most fans believe that the shield is made purely out of vibranium from Wakanda. At least, that's what the movies tell us. But the comic book history is much more of a scientific miracle. In Captain America, issue 303, we get the real story. Back in the 1940s, a scientist named Miron MacLean was obsessed with creating an indestructible metal to help the war effort. He was experimenting with a mix of vibranium and a unique steel alloy. One night, after weeks of failure, he actually fell asleep. While he was snoring, some unknown factor, maybe the temperature, maybe a stray chemical, caused the metal to fuse perfectly. He found the disc-shaped shield had formed.
What's this doing here?
Bring this to me.
You know what this
It's
is?
exactly what I need to make this work.
He spent the rest of his life trying to figure out what he did, but he could never repeat it. This created a unique substance called proto-adamantium. This is a huge deal because it means Cap's shield is actually stronger than the metal in Wolverine's bones, while adamantium is nearly indestructible. Proto-adamantium is the gold standard. In the comics, we have seen the shield survive hits from the Incredible Hulk and even direct blast from Odin level cosmic beings. It isn't just a tool, it is a one of a kind scientific accident that even the smartest people in the world, like Tony Stark or Reed Richards, can't copy.
Lose this again? I'm keeping it.
Number 2. He's not actually superhuman. This sounds hard to believe when you see him pulling a helicopter down with his bare arms, but technically, Steve Rogers is classified as peak human, not superhuman. If you look at the official handbook of the Marvel Universe, his strength isn't listed as super, but as the maximum potential of a human being. What does this actually mean? It means that the super soldier serum didn't give him magic powers like Spider Man or Thor. Instead, it took every natural human function strength, speed, healing, and stamina and pushed them to 100%. For example, in the comics, Steve can bench press about 1100 pounds as a warm up. While that sounds like a superpower, it is actually the real world record for human weightlifting. He can run a mile in about a minute, which is just slightly faster than the best athletes. He isn't a different species, he's just the absolute best version of a man. Think of it this way: if a regular person trains his whole life to be an Olympic athlete, they might reach 80% of human potential. Steve is at 100% in every category at the same time. He's the ultimate athlete, but he still has to work out and train to keep that edge.
Trouble sleeping?
He has one of the highest battle IQs in Marvel. Cap's greatest weapon isn't the shield, it's his mind. Most people think the serum only changed his muscles, but it also enhanced his brain. In Captain America issue 601, we learn that Steve can see faster than a normal person. His brain processes information at such a high speed that the world around him looks like it's moving in slow motion. This gives him a battle IQ that is legendary. This is why he can throw a shield at three different enemies. I would bounce off a wall, a light pole, and a car, and then fly right back into his hand.
That thing does not obey the laws of physics at all.
Look, kid, there's a lot going on here that you don't understand.
He is calculating the physics, the wind, and the angles in his head in a split second. But it's not just about the shield. His tactical mind is so respected that in the Avengers vs. X-Men storyline, he was the one everyone looked for a plan, even though they were surrounded by gods and geniuses. He can memorize any map instantly and can learn to use any weapon in minutes. He isn't just the strongest guy on the battlefield, he's the smartest strategist, often winning fights against enemies who are much more powerful than him, simply by outthinking them. Number 4. He can't get drunk. This is the detail that most fans find funny, but for Steve, it's actually a bit lonely. Because of the super soldier serum, Steve Rogers has a hyper metabolism. His body processes everything food, oxygen, and liquids much faster than a normal human. In the comics, specifically Captain America issue 261, we see the reality of this. His body treats alcohol, drugs, and even poisons as toxins that need to be destroyed. His liver and his cells regenerate so quickly that alcohol is filtered out of his blood before it can even reach his brain. He tells Peggy in the first movie that he can't get drunk, and the comics back this up. Well, this is great because he's immune to most earthly diseases and can't be taken down by poison gas. It also means that he can never turn off. He can't join the Avengers for a drink to forget a bad day or feel the relaxation that comes with the celebration. He is physically stuck in soldier mode every second of every day. He eats huge amounts of food just to keep his energy up, but he can never truly feel the buzz of normal human life. He was originally a propaganda character. Finally, we have to talk about how Captain America started. He wasn't just created for entertainment, he was created as a political weapon. In 1941, two Jewish characters, Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, were watching what was happening in Europe with the rise of the Nazi Party. They wanted to create a hero who stood for the best of American values. They released Captain America Comics 1 in March 1941. The cover famously shows Captain America punching Adolf Hitler in the face. This was incredibly brave because at the time, the United States had not even joined the World War II yet. There were many people in America who didn't want to get involved, and when the comic came out, Simon and Kirby actually received death threats. The police even had to guard their offices, but they didn't stop. They wanted Steve Rogers to be a symbol that gave people courage and showed that one person, even a skinny kid from Brooklyn, could stand up to a bully and win. He wasn't just a superhero, he was a message of hope during one of the darkest times in history.